An empty driveway. That's what this video is going to explain. If you guys have been following the channel, then you would know that we have 3 vehicles, and I still live at home, so that's between me and my dad. For example, this Charger is not mine, it is my dad's, and then he also has the Raptor, which isn't here, and then I have my Titan, which isn't here. Yes, let me explain that. There was only one video that showed what the Titan really looked like in its last form, most recent updated form, and that was the lift kit reveal video. Well, here's how it looks now. So as you guys can see, it is wrecked. It doesn't look that bad, but when you really get under it, I mean, it does look bad. I mean, the whole bumper's dented and the tailgate's messed up, and it looks bad, but it doesn't look terrible. But it actually has extreme frame damage. The hitch was pulled down in the wreck, and I'll tell you the story. I'll tell you a little bit of the story on the wreck. I'm not going to say too much of everything going on, just because it is a whole insurance claim with 2 vehicles, one being mine, that were included in the wreck. So right now the truck is on a lift at a shop, and they're trying to figure out exactly what's wrong with it and what's going to happen. Is it going to be declared totaled? Are they going to fix it? This and that. And they're pretty much acting like they're going to fix it. So I'm not really sure what's going to happen 100%. Because it is such an extensive and expensive job. They're talking about getting a whole new frame and all that, so I don't have to pay for anything because it wasn't my fault at all, and there's nothing out of pocket. My insurance rates are going to stay the same. Everything's going to stay the exact same. If they do go to fix it, I'll get it back in 2 months. If they total it, then they'll give me money for the value of the truck, and then I would go and pay off the loan and then get a new truck. That would be kind of interesting, so I'm kind of down for either one. So the reason I still have my wheels right there is just in case they total the truck, I have the wheels so then I can sell them, at least get a little bit more money, because I could probably sell those things for over $2,000 for everything all said and done, the whole set and stuff. So let me explain exactly what happened to the truck, the whole story, but I want to go on ahead and do that in the Charger. I don't make any content on this car. I did one video. I want to plan to make more content on this car, but it's just so cool and I need to. So why not start it up and drive it around and tell you guys the story of what happened in the truck in the Charger. One unique feature I want to talk about in this car real quick that I really like. So in a lot of cars you have a sport mode. I mean, most cars that are made nowadays have them, and a lot of sport modes are kind of like a gimmick. They sometimes change how the transmission shifts just so then it feels like something is happening, but really it's just shifting different. You're not going any faster, you're not doing any sporting. And then in extreme cases, like some of the Fords, like for example the 4-cylinder Mustang, and like I think maybe the V6, but I think it's just the 4-cylinder, actually has fake engine noises and like speakers up front that make it sound like there's sounds coming out of the engine when you put it in sport mode. It's ridiculous. It makes it sound like I don't even know what it tries to make it sound like. It sounds really weird. But this car, when you click the sport mode, you're actually putting it into a legitimate sport mode. It really does show a difference. Your car is just way more responsive. Like, you actually have to worry about not hitting the car in front of you whenever you're in sport mode, and normally, but when you're in sport mode a lot, and it's just a really good sport mode. So it's right there. Sport mode, little flag comes up on the above the park animation, and then traction controls turned off, and it makes it burble a little bit more, and it just sounds so much better. But anyways, I'm rambling about the car. The truck. So with the Titan, I can't say too much, like I said, because it just would not be advantageous for the insurance issue. But I was driving and a car in front of me stopped. I'm not exactly sure why they stopped, but they stopped very abruptly, probably as hard as they could stop. And so I did the same, so I didn't hit them. And there was a 16-year-old girl in a Jeep with a big off-road bumper coming up behind me, and I was at a stop and she hit me at about 45 miles an hour. When that happened, the truck didn't really lunge forward at that far. I think it's because I was still on the brake. It pulled the frame down by the hitch. So the hitch, instead of being where it would normally be sitting, it was pointed straight down at the ground, and it took the frame down with it. Surprisingly, the truck was still drivable. I actually, whenever everything was taken care of, drove it home. And so then a trailer came and picked up the truck and took it to a shop and all that, and now I'm just waiting word, and I have really no idea what's gonna happen. I love this car. I love the way this thing sounds. Gosh, it really makes me want to get a car, but the problem is my lifestyle just needs a truck, and I can't afford right now at this point to do both. But one of these days I will definitely be getting a car. All right guys, well that's pretty much everything. I'm sorry I don't really have much more of an update, but that's kind of all the info I have. The only footage of the truck I have wrecked is what I showed you in the beginning, but here it is again in case you want to see it. If you guys like how the Charger looks, because I know you guys haven't seen much of the Charger, so if you guys like how the Charger looks, go ahead and hit the like button so I know. But with that being said, go and subscribe, hit the notification bell, browse the rest of the videos, and Ralph, you want to say it? No? Okay. I'm out.